something really, really fun, and I'm gonna make sure it's all sorts of fun. That's not going to give everybody a hard time, but I will see about getting shit done. Now, time to get shit done. Live streaming. Oh no, wait. My name is Connor. I'm an Android sympathizer. I did like Detroit after all. My name is Cyberlight. I'm the Connor sent by an Android. Also, live streaming right now. But before I do anything, this convo. Oh, okay. Care to do Rick Room later? I don't know why. I'll see if I can. Hopefully, we've got plenty of time before I have to go to work at 6. Depends if I can get mixed up with packing. Now, let's see. I'm gonna have a little fun. Time for you to know the basis. Don't ever step foot in DA Games JCG staff again. You screw up big time. Now, one of us wants to see your name at all. Okay, what if it's a different name? Don't ever use... consider this as a friendly farewell, as if you ever used me as evidence or anyone just to speak with Will. He doesn't want anything, nor do you want anything else. And no, we are not. We are all watching and listening. Should you ever try this on anyone? Friend, mod, loved one, or viewer. Loved one. So as of now, you're banned from speaking to any one of us. End of discussion. Good luck with your help, you selfish asshole. The hell? That also goes for passing messages via other people. So this is your one and only warning. Don't ever even say hi. Going on holiday tomorrow, so might be busy. Okay. Stuffed up. Okay, 2 rules. Can't say hi. And I cannot use my name. Elmo going to dance! The hell? Check it out. Okay, now, who's the first for me to say hi? Zance. Who is Zance? So, as you can prove, blah, blah, true, I am on the JCG. I'm on JCG. The JCG. Sorry, Brownie, but I respectfully disagree with your request about ever stepping foot with the name, since I'm using a different name. Now, who's Zance? Lance Vance Zance? That's a new name. Haven't heard that before. So I'm just going to say oi to everybody. And it'll be fun. And it'll be nice. And it won't ever be derogatory. So, I'm going to just let everybody know that I'm not the biggest asshole that everybody thinks I am. But that really depends if you want to see me as said asshole. Okay, the live stream is up. Time to get to work. Okay, should I talk to Kalal or should I talk to Brownie? Should I stay or should I go? I don't really even know. Better say hi to everyone until the deed is really the deed is done, not the teed. There's no such thing as a teed. Or is there? Actually, never mind. No. Have I spoken to them before? No? Okay. And there's a big difference between using something as evidence and just showing everybody what's going on. If I was to use something as evidence, I would say, here's the evidence, this is what it means. But I leave the subjective view to all the viewers. I let them decide. So it's speculation at this point. I'm not using Brownie as evidence. I'm just letting everybody decide. Oh, gee, is that what he said? Huh. Also, keep in mind, go easy on Brownie. He's just really pissed off. And I am just getting back up to gear. I got another alt for the DA games, but I want to focus on the JCG first. So, doink! Should I let him know? Nah, I'll let him find out. Matt. Frank and our gaming. I'll just add you. I'll just have fun. No, wait, I have added Frankinator. Yeah. Something tells me I have added him. $10 says I did. And... $10 says I spoke to him already. No, I didn't. He's a different person. He looks... Wait, did I already add him? I did. I think I did before. Check it out. Elmo? Going to dance for the motherland. I'm going to say hi to every single person. Have you played Assassin's Creed Origins? No. Not yet. First one. Shannon. No. Ellet. No. Blade. I've already spoken to you. No. Awesome JCR. Who is JCR? Oh, finished it last night. Amazing. Oh, sweet. I'd like to try it out. I'd love to give it a try. Now, when it goes down to $20, and it's not going to gouge me for a price. And it's on sale. Have I spoken to you? No. Have I spoken to you? No. Have I spoken to you? Yes, let's talk all about it. Naughty. No. Boink! Have you played any of the Assassin's Creed games? I think I played the Black Flag DLC. What the hell was it? There was one I did play a while back. Did I play it? I did play. I played tons of them. I actually have Black Flag on this PSC. It was a DLC. Dang it. What's with all the white foam I'm coughing up? I'm a Bulbasauri. Is that Mr. Weird Boy? Nah, I've already added him. I haven't? No, wait, I have. Nope. Okay. Something tells me I have. Let me just double check. Yes, I have. Oh, well, never mind. Yeah, I was already there. And that was like last year ago. Oh, well, never mind. Moving on. Oh my god. Asium, yes. Roy? I'm gonna talk to you. Roy. Not like the game from Rick and Morty. Next. Just a bunch of friend requests. Just saying hi to everybody. Using a different name. There you are. Ding dong. Hi. Peek-a-moo! Who's Peek-a-moo? It tells me I have. Hi. I'm just gonna say hi to everybody. No intention to add them to a live stream. Just random. I did speak to you before. Hello. How are you? Now, Soulless Otaku probably does not know it's me. They will all be afraid of the Garnetzx name, but they won't be afraid of Connor RK800. Huh. Kitten Cope. Hmm? You want me to play Black Flag? Don't you? Nope. Already know it. I have spoke to Yay. I'll just add you. I'll just say hi. Depellon, yes. Austin, yes. Possibly Satan. Yes. Alright, now we're gonna do something that... I don't know what any of this is. I honestly don't know what any of this is. Don't read the above. Okay. I was like, don't know. Don't read the above. Okay. Okay, now I need to develop a safe space so to not give me a headache. Video capture display. What? Is it entire thing? Ooh, it's layers. Maybe I can put it. Oops! I have an idea. I want to do a little something. I want to add an extra layer. To the left. To the right. To the left. Let's see. Color source. Add. Okay. White. Select color. Black. Okay. Now we should be better. I'll put this here. Select the color source here. And I will put it right here. I want to have it not here. And I'll put it right here. It'll be easier for me to go and say hi. Give me a second, I want to do something. I'm going to have a little fun with everybody. Load more messages. Why does it have messages? More light, easier. Why does it give me a hard time? Oh my god. Why is it doing stuff? Loading. It's not loading. Why is it not loading? Why? Alright, it should be safe to do this. If not, then oops. I'm gonna do this so I can feel extra safe from everything. Oink. Alright. Dash. Put my video capture device here. Thank you. So what am I up to? Some of you may ask. Oops! I erpsed. Okay, retry. Get back in there. And do it again. I had to close something. Have a guess what it is. The Russian anthem. Ugh. Where the hell is it? Okay. Why is it giving me a hard time? I don't know. Maybe it's just a thing. The national anthem of USSR. Oh my god, I was right. Okay. More. I believe something is up. Everything has loads more messages in it. Could be different. Could be. Have you played Diep? What is Diep? I bet everybody's watching me. I gotta check the live stream in a second. Live dashboard. Now, I can still see everybody's name, which is good because they're there. But I'm still here. Elmo's going to dance for my line. That better not be Pornhub on the black screen. Don't worry, it's not Pornhub on the black screen. Just give me a second. I want to fix this. I don't know if something's up. Or maybe they did something. Ugh. I gotta work it. I gotta work my magic. Alright, do I have to open up whatever that is? No. Alright, I don't know if something happened. But I'm gonna probably need your help if anything. No, it's working. We're good. Alright, we're back. I just want to do one quick thing, and then I'm going to do something else. Probably a minor technical difficulty on my part. No. Uh-oh. Yeah, there is one thing I gotta do. Just give me a second. Fix this. There we go. I want to do a little something first. Because I want to get the proxy going. Say hi to everybody. Wait, what were you saying? I don't trust you. Don't worry, it's not Pornhub. I'm not jacking off to Pornhub. Of course, you'd rather see everything I'm doing just to feel better about yourself. But you know what? Let's just, let's take it up a notch. I'll make sure nothing. Alright. We're good? Searching that. I should have had that set up before anything else. Video put low, blah 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 blah. Okay, there we go. This might do. Nope, that doesn't do. Okay, rerun it. Or no, I actually have to, like, the way it works, you gotta set the proxy, and then restart the browser. That's how it usually works. So some of you are wondering, what the hell am I doing? You'll find out. You'll see what I'm up to. Alright, so restart the browser. Back in the JCG. I'm going to have fun with it. And someone else responded to me. Shark Shabdoom. Hi! Hello. Alright, now we're gonna get back in. I'm gonna get the display back up. We'll see what I'm doing. I just wanted to have a little bit of discreet disclosure. Will it work or not? Yep, it worked. It worked. It worked. Alright. Rolls. Alright, we're good. We're fine. We're dandy. We're fun and dandy. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I will put this back up in a second. Display, capture, video capture device, window capture, display capture. Display capture. There we go. Capture cursor. Okay, there we go. We are back. Sorry about that. I want to make sure. No, I don't want to color capture. Now, I want to have a huge black box right at the right. There, so anything past wherever this is. There we go. Okay, now it should be safe. Okay. Oops. Messing around with all the color captures. This out of the way. Nope. Color capture. There we go. Much better. Now you can see what I'm doing. Some of you will wonder, what the hell? How the hell? Where the hell? I don't know. I'm gonna find out. Well, that didn't work. That failed. Miserably. I guess I've got to be a little more discreet. Because somehow someone knows what I'm up to. Welp! I'm gonna have to go back to the JCG and figure out what the hell I'm gonna have to do. By minimizing this window. I guess I gotta get a different account. Now, I'll be able to do it again. Just back here. Let me just check and see what I'm up to. So is that... There we go. Much better. Boink! Now, there's a huge list of people here that I have not spoken to. Hello. Just saying hi. Who have I not spoken to? Franklin Gaming. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder if the people who are here are actually online despite being invisible, or they could actually be AFK. Either way, I'm gonna see if I can speak to somebody who's like a reg. And usually the regulars are on every single day. So they would have a different font. Boink! Animal Rims Life. Did I add this person? I'm not sure. But I'll find out. Nope. Moving on. Looks like I'll have to get a different output. And it looks like my output has not worked. Don't worry, I can get another alt. It'll take like 10 minutes for me to get one, but I can easily get back in there. So, that one's got a blue name, but I'll add anyone with a name. Buster. And boink. You want? Wait, did I boink him? I boinked him. Oh, they could be here, they could be not. I don't know, but I'll find out. So, who wants to say hi? So why don't you trust me? Is it because there's only like one other person who said I don't trust you. Well, I think I said that to Brownie, but I don't know what's up with that. And if you want to watch, go right ahead, because I'm already right here. Giving everybody a little bit of a high five. There we go. Hello. It's not a hi, but it is a greeting. You didn't say I couldn't greet. Oh well, never mind. Yeah, everybody's offline anyway, so I gotta do something about them. Oh well. Time to work with the server that I got. It's like noon, so the time zone with everybody, they're usually in bed. So, and some of you are like, did you just get kicked out? No. I'll prove it. I'm still in there. Just want to give it a second. No, I did not get banned. I'll prove it. Discord version. I'm still in there. Don't worry. I'm still here. It's all good. Yep, I'm still there. See? There he is. Right there. See? I'm still in. Ending. Who the hell wants to add me? Something tells me he wants to say hi. You know what? Go ahead. I will allow you your voice. There, I stepped foot in JCG. And said hi to a couple people. I didn't say hi to you. I just changed my name and just went with something else. Want to say hi? Go ahead. Say hi. I'll be ready for everything. For whatever it is. I'll be ready. And I will handle it. And I will move on. Am I still on? And I will move up. Go hi. You're done. Walk off now. Fine. I am off. I'm leaving you alone. And I'm also going to move on to the servers that I have. So, I've already gotten a few of these. These I've added the other day. My rule is I give these servers a break before I say hi to anybody. But I'm going to go back up to saying hi to everybody here. How many servers do I have? A lot. Ugh, my hands are cold. Because that air conditioner. You little what? Oh well, time to get back to work. Don't worry. I'm off the server. Nobody's gonna be bugged. Should I get rid of that color thing so I can, should get rid of the color source. Remove the color source. There we go. Much better. Now you can see what I'm doing. Doink. So, can you maybe not? Okay, fine. I'll leave you alone. Not what? Not talk about JCG? Fine. I'll leave him alone. I already did what I did. And now I will move on to other things. And make sure I do it discreetly. So, time to go back to the usual. Who did I not speak to? I gotta check the server every now and then. Can confirm. No one wants you around. Can confirm. Yeah, well, I have like 2 or 3 alts already in your server, so be nice. It's easy for everybody to just say hi to me. It's easy for everybody to just get rid of me. You asked for it. I didn't ask for anything. I found a loophole in whatever you did. You said, consider this well, doesn't want to speak to you. No, not one of us wants to even see your name at all. So I changed my name to Connor Arcade 100. And I didn't say hi, but I said hello to a couple people. So I already went around it. You know what? Let's hear you out.
So you're publicly revealing the messages that have just publicly shamed you, and you're deciding to broadcast this. Don't look for a fucking loophole, Garnetzx, or Connor, or whatever bullshit name you want to be known as. I've made this clear, and I'm going to make this clear. Nobody wants you to fucking speak to them at all! You useless, pathetic, whiny little asshole! It's over! Nobody wants you! Not JCG, not DA Games, not any of the fans, the followers, any friend or affiliation! Go fucking die!
Fine, I'll leave you alone. That's a first. Even though I was just about to move on to everybody else and you decided to call me up at the last second. Fine. I'll leave you alone. I'll go away. But, you just right in the middle of a live stream. He's like, go die. You can say, you can argue that, the idea of consent is out the window at this point when you already just told me to go kill myself. So, no. I will respectfully decline and move on with what I usually do. And make sure everything. Brian is saying that we're all thinking. The same DM in the service. What you're all thinking is based on hate and fear. And not willing to listen to what anyone else says, Ben. What you're saying is you agree with this idea of being emotionally compromised and saying it's a good thing. We can throw reason out the window. Just shut up, dude. It's done. I already said it was done. I already got back in the JCG and left. Let it go. Moved on. But that's not enough. You still have to go and tell me to go kill myself. So you can say that I'm somehow in the wrong, but your death threats are a different story. In the meantime, time to move on. Who have I not spoken to? Who is not on my list? Who is... Alright. Rules. No rules. Oh well, fine. Never mind. I'll just say hi. Hi! Just random people. Just a random people. I know, Brownie. He never gets it. Maybe a corridor will stop him. Who says a corridor... People are more willing to talk rationally if you're not making a spectacle of going out and around a band and pretending to not understand everyone's frustration. Scene pulls. First of all, I already tried to prove last time that the original ban was a misunderstanding. Because Agent B frickin' lied to Will. So, where's my proof of that? Should I even prove it? How much proof do I got? Ooh, Agent B lied to Will. That's quite a claim. You better back that up. Well, I do. So give me a second to show you a couple pictures. If I still have it. If it's still around. Now, let's see if I can find some pictures. Where I already hate it. Try to look for one. No. No, that's not it. Is that it? Take a look at it. Now I'll just look at the DM that I got with him. Now, Ben! Here's what I originally said to you. Disregard the name. Well, as for the Christ, I'll block you. You ask. For what? Stuff in the JCG. Being an immature arts. Lying about talking to Will. And being a general dickbag to people. I just want to clear up this misunderstanding. So was I, with my announcement that you did, except you asked, who's Alex? Which I rectified and continued. Agent B, not being a smart or anything you said, you got it all wrong. I've seen the evidence from others and the JCC staff. What evidence? Stop denying it, you prick. Denying what? You know what? That's it. And that's when you proceeded to ban me. Because I asked you, what the hell are you talking about? What the hell is going on? And then it got to the point where you wanted to say that to Will that I was being defensive. I was the one on the wrong. Extra large icons. Let me see if I can find out where the hell these pictures are. Because I got a lot of them. Where's the one you spoke to Will? Yeah, I know exactly what he's like. Yeah, I joined again. I confronted him saying I keep an eye on him, and he got super defensive and dodged everything I directed his way. Well, you're asking a lot of leading questions. I was trying to confirm what you were saying, but you turned it around and you projected your defensiveness, your sense of, like, oh, no, you're being wrong. Answer my question. And then you decide to put that one on me. So, no, Agent B, you projected. Okay, terrible smear job doesn't make sense. Show clap. You want to start lying about Ben? How about you get your head out of the fucking ass? How am I lying about Ben? I'm showing him all these messages about what's going on. He acted like Brownie and just, nope, don't want to deal with it. It's not your actions of ban, you complicate things with live stream included. Are you not seeing this is not helping your case at all? I'm pretty much explaining that he took it personal without anything else. Like, if my messages say that it's a bannable offense, then that really doesn't count, because anybody could change the rules at that point. And I already have pictures of Ben saying that he was willing to change the rules. So give me 1 second. Here's a picture I screenshotted a while back. Seeing as some people don't seem to get it, message across our heads. No alt rules forming the effect. There's an unwritten rule after Will change the rules up. And yes, I'm shifting the goalposts. You've already know this rule in effect. Ben admitting to shifting the goalposts. So what does shifting the goalposts mean? Well, let's find out. You want to accuse me of saying certain things? An informal fallacy in which evidence presented in response to a specific claim dismissed and some other evidence is demanded. So anything I post is automatically dismissed because it's not good enough. Even though, in some cases, it may be good enough. And often involved as a humiliation tactic. Now, we're going to complain that I was in the wrong, even though Agent B will admit that he could change the rules whenever he feels like it. No? Oh well, never mind. This is attempted at a smear, especially because Chloe can all collaborate what I'm saying. First of all, it has gotten to the point where there is no communication whatsoever. It's just an us versus them mentality. There's no sense of decency. It's just, no, shut him up, don't talk to him. It's pretty one-sided. It's been one-sided to the point where it is escalated. You haven't heard anything of what I said. You just simply proceeded to dismiss, disown, reject, and it's gotten to the point where, you know what, I'd like to show a few things to everybody in the most decent way possible. Now, Ben, can't say be nice because that would be dismissed, so I'm gonna have to come up with something. And no, I'm not gonna resort to Brownie's death threats. Do what you will, but take everything with a grain of salt. And don't be completely one-sided. Brownie,
You're a decent person. Don't resort to hate. You're much better than that. Everybody has potential to move on. And like me, like I'm doing right now. Talking to every random person I have in every server that I'm in. Rules need to be changed to account for the actions of the members that are accounted for before the attention of the phrase buddy boys. Yeah, rules need to be changed all the time. Let's keep everything inconsistent. This attempt at a... No. What have I not read? Rules need to be changed. Maybe because... Okay, lay it out for a lady. What do you want? What is your goal end? Because from the outside it looks malicious in intent. What do I want? Who said this was a terrorist thing? Who says this was like a ransom negotiation? Who says, like, anything? Yeah, I did want to talk to Will. I wanted to see how he was doing, because there was a lot of shit going on back in the day, but personally, and this is going to sound really nonsensical coming from me, like, when I see a celebrity, and yes, I'm viewing Will as a celebrity because he has, like, 1 mil, and I'm not trying... I don't want subs. I don't want views. Even though everybody's here saying hi to me and getting it. I personally think celebrities can talk to anyone, and there shouldn't have to be a closed frickin' group of people preventing communication. Because when this idea that we have everybody in a closed group, it really dismisses people. And it causes a lot of crap. To the point where some people feel like crap because they were cut out of the deal, and I have to deal with some of those people, aka Chris, who have been cut out of the deal. Everybody's been cut out of the deal. I don't really need anything. Just to say hi to everybody, hi to Will, if he is wanting to watch. Just to at least catch up with everybody. But somehow every single attempt I make is malicious. Why? Because it's really easy to label things as malicious when enough people agree on it. So what's that fallacy I'm looking for when it's ad populum fallacy? Argumentum ad populum. Argument to the people. So in other words, when enough people agree on it, referring to the bandwagon fallacy, the arguer tries to convince the audience to do what believe because everyone else does. It's right to shut people up because everybody else does it. Why don't you? And yes, I don't agree with a lot of people. Let's see what you have to say. Because I will not deny, disown, or deject anything you say. Everything may happen and chill again, and talk to everyone and get your point like this. It's going to get worse if you keep going at this bullshit like this. And once again, everything is assumed to be bullshit. 99% of what you say is nonsensical, to be honest. Yes, citing a logical fallacy in response to what's going on is nonsense. Citing evidence from what just happened from Agent V. Smith is nonsense. Showing everybody what happened is nonsense. No. Joe can choose their friends whether they're famous or not. Calling a losing friend happens to everyone but. Well, technically I was out of the loop when everybody decided to do the thing. Like, this was back in, like, 2014 when, like, I was part of that group, and I had to move out and do my thing to go to school. So, like, I was on hiatus for a while until everybody got together and did their thing. So, a lot of decisions were made without my knowing. Basically, you're saying that you got cut out of the group. No, it's just that there are some people who got cut out of the group, and I have to deal with those people who are emotionally compromised because they feel that they've been used and now they're taking out on me because I looked at what they said and because I recorded what they said that they're being used. Out of context evidence. Oh, really? How is what I'm doing out of context? I've already explained what I said. You need to explain what you said. With regards to evidence. Hey, we're all trying to stop you because you're fucking here pulling bullshit. This, can you not? You want me to not look at the live stream chat while I'm doing this? While I'm just saying hi to everybody else? Fine. But I'm just gonna look. Quickly. Actually, I'll look on my phone. Because I don't think it's right for anybody to... I'm not saying be cut out of the group. I'm just saying to talk. Say hi. To discuss something. Because when we get to the point where we don't even discuss something, that's a whole other political argument right there. So, I'm going to link something to everybody. And I want everybody to look. Ugh, why is my hand cold? And yes, it might sound like a political argument. I want to show everybody a little something. Because, things rest, pushing the matter, stress everything. I don't know, mate. You sound emotionally compromised. Well, how so? How am I emotionally compromised? Please explain to me why I am emotionally compromised. Yes, I do get emotions. But you know what? I try to keep a lid on it. Boink. Started to call. You wish to talk? Everybody watch the video, and you'll see what I mean. Or not. Just disregard it even further. Because it's really easy to disregard other people. At least from what I'm getting from everybody else. And yes, even I can be frustrated. You wish to talk. You want to hear things? Fine. Fine, let's talk.
Let's get to the bottom of this. First of all, I need to hear this specifically from you. What the hell is going on exactly? Why is it that you said that everyone is basing this on hate exactly? Just because of the way they're reacting?
Yes.
Okay. Now, for the record, do you know why people are, in a way, excuse my wording, hating you?
Well, if there's one thing I know, it's really hard to get to the bottom of hate because everyone keeps saying the same thing. There's one example.
Just answer the question. I'm not asking for analogies. I'm not asking for philosophy. We need to get to the bottom of this for your sake and for everyone's sake. So that way this doesn't blow up any further and it doesn't cause any more friction. Understand?
Yes.
I mean, if you want this hate to end, let's do this properly. So why do you feel that people hate you so much in this scenario? Why do you think they do that? Do you know why?
There's one example. Like going back to 2 years, back in February when it all happened, the original ban, like, you remember we were talking a while back and I suggested, yes, it's my keyword suggested, you should find another job. I was talking about the Burger King job and
to be honest, your wording didn't say suggestion, just for the record.
Well, anything I do at this point will be malicious, but...
Garnet, I'm just saying for the record, that's all I'm saying it as, that's how it came out to me, but carry on.
Fine. May not be a suggestion, but to me, it was a suggestion to that Burger King job. I felt that I could just talk to you any other way, and it feels like anytime I do address you, or say hi, it feels like I'm somehow in the wrong, as if I have no right to talk to you because of some some character or posture of being a celebrity that you might have gotten from Will. And that, yes, that's my interpretation, but I feel that not being allowed to talk and then being given the desire to talk really causes a bit of concern. So everybody was asking me to not talk to you because of how you felt at the time. And I felt that I could talk to anybody. There's no reason. And why should it get to that point? And whatever happened afterwards, it caused a bit of concern. Because I was banned from the JCG, and everybody was worried. Because when I got to the DA games, and it tried to explain what was going on, yeah, I was banned. And then Ben came to the server. He thought I was going to start shit there because of whatever happened on the GCG. He thought I was going to escalate it even further. And he asked me...
Okay, sorry, carry on.
He thought, one second. He thought I was going to start more shit based on what everybody else was saying about me from the JCG. All I did was get in a bit of a disagreement.
Okay, but if I may, you understand that this isn't just relating to what happened to me, right?
Yes, it's also about Will and Chloe.
Not just Will and Chloe. There are a lot of people you have done a lot of damage to, man.
Well, that's quite a claim. So...
A claim? A claim?
You're saying...
What, you think I'm making this up?
You're saying I'm doing damage to people. So, could you...
Okay. Well, let's see if we can go through some little lists, shall we? Because I have a couple of things here.
Please.
I will not disclose names because it's not my right to do so, plus you're publicly streaming this, so I'd rather not put them on the spot. Okay, understand that? You understand? I'm doing my best.
Yes, I understand. No names will be disclosed for the duration of this conversation and live stream.
Thank you. That's all I ask. And if those people are somehow watching this, whether it's via this or from the people who are actually watching from the DA game server, for the record, they are actually watching this as well. Just for they to see this too, and they've given me full permission to do this. So, last I checked, from what I've gathered from Will, that there have been numerous occasions where you have been pestering people to basically try to claim that that everything is settled. You've been, to the knowledge of what these people have been saying, you have become rather intimidating with the way that you constantly kept asking highs to everybody, like constantly sort of going up and going, hi, great job, good things. For the record, I'm not saying good job to someone's a bad thing, but concerning that there's a lot of things going on, you understand that just because you say one good thing, it doesn't make everything go away with everything. You understand that, okay?
Yes.
Now, the biggest situation is that there was a mod in, I believe it was from the DA games, or the one ad, it was one of the two. One of them was going through a very personal situation. And then in the end, you chose to turn it back to you, rather than focusing on that person with what was going on. You essentially were acting selfish. It essentially showed everybody at that point that you only thought of yourself. And for the record, concerning the fact that you've got these people in this chat who are turning round and are basically trying to say, you know, many different things here. You think everyone is wanting to do this deliberately. And also, I've just got this message from Ben. Apparently, you've been DMing people to come watch your streams, whether it's these ones or gaming ones. Is that correct?
I have several questions, at least one. This is
Garnet, just answer my question first.
DMing several people to invite to my streams? Yes. But that was...
Okay. Okay, now what were you going... Now, what other questions were you wanting to ask to this?
Today, I wanted to switch it up and change the format of invitations. So basically, for the past couple days, I switched up to going from my usual technique of door in the face, where I ask something big and then I ask something small, Which, yes, that did get people into the streams. And then I decided to say, I'm just going to say hi to everybody.
And you think that is going to make people want to come up and say hello every single time?
Yes. I actually have a couple people who responded and said hi.
Okay. For the record, I'm not going to ask that one, but I just have to ask, how many of these people have you actually known for the longest time?
How many people have I known? At least 12.
Yeah, how many out of these people who have turned around back to you to say hi are people who, excuse my wording, know of things that have happened?
Okay, are we saying that I know the person, and therefore they have also had a personal situation similar to yours?
Garnetzx, it's a simple A to B question. How long have you known these people? Are they actual friends, or are they people you have just met on that day because you wanted to say hi to somebody?
These are just random people on that very day.
Then why do you think that every single person is wanting to say hi when somebody just randomly goes, hi? Not every person, if a DM there, is wanting to say hi. Just for the record. You know, they want to see them be a bit more active. Plus, at the same time, I know that you created a fake account or another account to stay in the JCG server, and those are the people that you have been pestering to say hi to.
Okay, hold on a second. Are you suggesting that anyone I say hi to is pestered?
Oh, I'm not saying that entirely. I'm just saying that the fact that I've watched you on this stream, I have watched in the beginning you sending messages and constantly adding people, every single person as best you can, to try get as many friends as possible. That is being pestering.
How is that pestering? I have to ask.
Okay. Well, for the record, have you actually had a proper conversation with these people more than just hi, how are you? Have you actually spoken to them and say, oh, have you heard about this? Have you heard about this? What's going on with this? Have you actually done more than that, or more than just hi and an invitation?
Yes, there was almost 10,000 people I've spoken to and said hi and randomly invited.
Okay, and how many of those people have actually fully accepted this and are actually a proper friend right now?
Between, well, I have 175 people online, so between 15-25% of a success rate. So yes, I spoke to a lot of people and I'm in 100 servers.
And that explains everything, because it sounds like you're desperate.
Okay, what am I desperate for?
Because you're adding so many people, you're desperate for attention. Okay. That's what it's looking like now, with you being in 100 different servers with so many people.
Okay.
For the record, just to clarify, one thing, just for the record.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying, just for the clarity, that having many, many, many friends is a bad thing. It never is a bad thing. That goes for anybody out there, no matter what type of person they are, how old, how small, boy or girl. But understand that. I'm not trying to diss that back for any single moment, okay? But it's the fact that you have 100 servers, so many of these friends here, and, you know, I saw that you basically were asking people on our server, the JCG server. I saw you adding all those people. You added every single one of them, and you said, oh, so some of them are busy. Not all of them are busy. Not all of them, you know, have things going on. Some of them just have other people they'd rather talk to and other things that they'd want to focus on. More than just, no offense, other people.
Hold on a second. There's still a question on my mind. Regardless whether or not you say that I'm looking for attention, regardless whether that may or may not be true, how does it explain that I'm pestering somebody? How can we assume that anybody I speak to feels uncomfortable? Why do we associate the idea of pestering people with me when it's just random people I've never spoken to before, regardless what server it's on?
Okay. Then, if I may, and I'm actually going to do this as a thing here, and now I've actually just received a bit of evidence involving what's been going on here. I received a bit of message here. I will not disclose a name because it's not my place. But I've received something here saying the fact that you were talking with someone in a private conversation, and you said that you apparently had a whole other system of talking to random people when you asked when you said you had no idea about something. Plus, you randomly asked, "I'm inviting everyone to a live stream. Care to join in?" And apparently, even with them saying no, you still sent the link to them anyway.
Oh, wait, hold on a second. Say again? Yeah, I did, because it's part of the technique that I did, the door in the face technique.
Technique?
No, let me explain what I'm saying, and
okay,
maybe you will understand.
Okay, alright. Enlighten me then. How exactly does the door to the face technique work, exactly?
Okay, basically, it's some sort of a marketing technique where you ask for something big, and then people are like, nope, not gonna do it. So people are like, I'm not gonna go to the stream. So, and then I ask, oh, care to add me on YouTube anyways? And they're like, sure, why not? And then you ask for something small, and they're like, sure, why not? So the door in the face technique is basically where you ask for something big, like $100, and people are like, no, too much. But then you're like, okay, can I have a couple bucks? And you're like, sure, well, it's just to make it easier. It's a marketing psychological technique that's how I got a lot of people to join in. And the reason why it was just a bit of a that's how I actually got over 700 subs. Because a lot of
so your, excuse my wording, and I'll apologize by this one. Your idea of being popular is by pushing your stuff to them, then asking for something, and then you're expecting everything to be willy-nilly perfectly fine. That's what I sort of got.
Not quite. Because everyone's response is different. Like, a quarter of the people actually said yes, and like a lot of people have said maybe, don't know. Some people are resistant. Everyone's response differs from one another. You cannot assume that we look at one person who had a problem, and therefore everybody had a problem. It's not that type of generalization that we can assume, oh, you're pestering everybody. No, not everybody is the same. And everybody has some interesting responses. Some people just want to say, where's the link? I'll add it. Fine, go. Some people are actually open. They're not... When you have an open and shallow network, it allows for you to spread really easy across the whole entire board. Because some people are either so gullible to just say yes right off the bat, because they probably don't want to commit to the next yes, or they just cave in, because everyone has a not so built up social response to me. To me, it's just a new person. Everybody's different.
Okay, that's fair enough. I can see what you're saying, but you do realize that you have sort of said that you have such an opinion on people.
It's not my opinion. This is what I see every day. A lot of people, they say yes, they say no. Sometimes I persist even when they say no, and sometimes they have added me anyways when they have said no.
And you wonder why people don't like it.
Okay, first of all, I don't know if people do or don't like it. All I get is their response. It's not a question of saying, we can't just say anything I say towards other people is just pestering them. Maybe it could be pestering them, but that doesn't account for every single person.
Could is the key word of this.
Possibly. But that doesn't affect everybody.
You're right. It doesn't. And some people, as you said, some are tolerable. Some will say yes, as you said. But not to be horrible, it sounds like that's how you think every person should be. That you need to pester, or you need to push, you need to put this onto people in order for them to look at you.
Hold on a second. I need to explain something. Look, It's just a little something that I learned while I was at English course. I'm going for English specialist. If you're ever going to look at the work of another person, don't assume their intentions. This is the biggest fallacy that a lot of people have used when you're talking to someone. Oh, that person must have malicious intentions. Therefore, we're trying to undermine that person's. No. When we look at a person's work, I'm not saying this is work. It could be considered work. I look at the effect of what's going on. I use different responses to different situations. I switch up the routine. When someone says yes or no, I persist. When someone says no or yes, I go somewhere else. I come up with a variety of other responses to their answers. So you cannot just look at the intentions of a person and debate, oh, that person wants to pester everybody. You can look at the intentions of an author and you can't think what they're thinking. You can only look from their work.
You are correct. And I've not once said otherwise to that. You know, I admit, I want to push, my stream to other people so they watch it. I'll admit that. I've had intentions of the same before. But the difference, a little bit, if I can say it, and please allow me this.
By all means.
And this is going off sort of the comment I see there in the YouTube chat, where the fact that they've said, this proves you don't care about these people at all, and you don't want to see friends, you see them as a technique. Now...
Okay.
No. Please allow me. Let me finish. For once, let me finish. The fact that this is the thing that gets me, and this is the thing that's irking me about this, and it's based on this and it. You're right. I'm not saying for a fact that, advertising your stream or what you're doing to friends or people that you're all affiliated with is a bad thing. Not once have I said that. I've done it. Cott's done it. Will's done it. You've said you've done it. Every single person out there. Heck, Ben even comes to JCG and posts his stuff there as well. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I've never once said that. It's how people broadcast themselves to other people. But it's the fact that what you just said, the fact that you have different reactions to people, it sounds like that when somebody says no, you still have the idea that you need to push your stuff. You do know what the word no means, and I mean this honestly, that the word no means no. If they say maybe, you can post it and say, check it out sometime. But after that, that should be left it. If you go the next day and say, did you see it? Or then, did you see it?
No, I don't follow up with them. I don't spam an answer and say, did you see it? I'm not like that. If they say no 2 or 3 times, I let it go. Actually, if they say no once, sometimes they come back up and like, there was one example when I actually worked for a marketing company, and I was, like, canvassing at a gas station, and some guy came over, and was like, hi, and he was like, nope, don't even think about it. And I'm like, okay, never mind. And then, for some odd reason, that guy actually came back and said, okay, what do you actually have? So, I don't know how to explain situations like that where I actually agree with them, but they pull a 180 and they're curious in the first place. I don't know why. I've had a few of those people before where I just let them be and then they come back at me anyways. It's really weird. I don't know how to describe that. Well, like, for example, when I said to Christopher Dragon, hi, and he's like, don't talk to me, I'm like, okay, never mind. And then he posted my name somewhere on the DA game server.
It's because there has been a lot of things that you have been... Now, as I say, I'm just saying this for the sake of peace on this one. There have been times where your name has crept up, whether it's because of things that have happened, whether there are other things that have happened, that other people have happened. You understand? In a way, it's a group of things. And as the channel or the group or the Discord or the team or whatever way, there are times when a person has to put the foot down and say, if your name's coming up for this, they need to take an action. Now, for the record, I am neither implying that either Will is right for kicking you out of the DA game servers or that you're right thinking you belong there. I haven't claimed that in the slightest on any one of those occasions, okay? But it's the fact of the reason that, well, I hate to put this personal on my end, but the reason that we put the foot down on you for the JCG thing is you made it sound like, with the way that you worded it, and from the messages I got from Kotlaw when he was hearing the stuff in the call that was going on, which you were in for the record, that you were implying that leaving a job and taking up YouTube was going to be something that was quite easy to do because it was something I loved to do. That was what you worded it as, and I have the proof.
Hold on a second. Who said what to who? I suggested that taking a job and doing YouTube is good. Who did I say that to again?
Okay, I'll speak slower so you can understand it then. You, with your suggestion to me about leaving Burger King to apply for YouTube, which is what you said, was something easy to do. It's not.
Well, there's a reason why.
But, let me finish. You were in the Discord call at the same time, and I could see you were with Kotlol and a couple of other people. I remember that call because I actually remembered and saw it. I didn't join it because of your wording, because I didn't want to go into a shouting match at that fucking time of the night. But, from what I gathered from Kotlol, you were making it sound like, with the way you were suggesting, that you were not really thinking of the bigger picture. The fact that you said, just go off and do YouTube, it'll be perfectly fine. No, it doesn't. And you told me when we had that call the other day, which you publicly broadcast for the record, which I still hate you for, it's the fact that you said that achieving a dream is easy. If achieving dreams were easy and we could do certain things, I think you'll find we would not be in certain situations right about now with everybody in the world, would we?
Well, there was a specific reason why I said that, and it's gonna sound really cheesy and stupid at this point, but
I'll say this right now. If your wording is because you had faith in me, I will not accept that.
Nope, that's not it.
Then what was it then?
Because I suggested it to Will at 4.5 years ago when he was still working on it. And I know it sounds stupid. Because I actually...
So basically you're trying to say that you're the big reason that Will is the big hotshot. Is that now what you're trying to say?
No, I'm not saying that at all.
That's what you're saying.
I'm just saying that the situation that we are in is similar to me talking to everybody on Discord, is a series of trial and error. Of course, the same response that worked for Will is not going to work for you. So, of course it didn't work, and maybe of course, that was just a failure on my end, I will admit. I'm not saying I'm responsible for Will's success. It's just...
You hear that, everybody? For once. But besides the point. Right, it works differently for others. But you have to understand, Will is talented in his way. He's made it work. The fact that you said the same advice and thought it could work for me, that made you think you were something that could actually make it work for anybody. Newsflash, Garnetzx, and I'm putting this blunt. You're not God.
I'm not saying God. That's what I would like to say to you, is that you're a normal person, a normal human being, just like everybody else. And I felt that you were hiding behind the celebrity persona to avoid talking to other people. That was my concern.
It was me.
That's how I felt at the time, and like, no,
no, I'm not accepting that one. I am not a celebrity. I am nobody's role model. Look at me. I'm the one who got fired from DA Games because I fucked up. I am nobody's role model. Trust me. If I was a role model, I would have had people come swarming at me the moment I was fired to say, oh, Chris, you're awesome. That didn't happen. It doesn't happen because nobody cared. Nobody saw that. And at the same time, that's how it was. Guess what, Garnetzx? The advice fucked up. And I'll be honest, you saying I should leave Burger King to try YouTube again, that was basically me. That was basically your wording at the time. Basically saying, oh, you know that thing you just scavenged and just clawed back into to try to get it. Why don't you fuck that over and try start again? I'm sure it will work differently this time. Not to mention, you said I hide behind the celebrity status. You've just contradicted yourself from earlier by saying you think that every person is, you know, every human being's the same.
Wait, hold on.
How
No.
am I-
I didn't say everybody was the same. I said everybody has just different responses. And so you don't see yourself as a celebrity. Fine, but
Yeah.
it's just basically the reason why you're pissed off is because what you heard from Carlo about me, because my point didn't take in consideration of a bigger picture. Is that what you're saying?
Basically.
Okay,
yes,
fine. But
that's
this
why
was...
I-
This is another series of someone warning you about something. You take it personal, and then you get after me, and then it goes to Ben, and then he takes it you took it personal, and he gets warned by
Garnet,
you.
you understand the reason, don't you? Because of the reason it went to Ben is because one, Ben saw it in JCG, so of course he's bound to take action. That's him.
Because someone told him about it, and I'm pretty sure you told him. Someone told him.
You think I fucking did that? You think
Actually,
I would do that?
No, it was Eric. And I actually have proof it was Eric. If you wish.
So, okay, you're willing to share the proof, by all means. You can broadcast it live on the stream, post it here. Go ahead.
Fine. Just give me 1 second to find it. If I can find it. Because I have a bunch of pictures on my picture folder, and I want to make sure I get the right one. Because Carlo, during the time when I originally got banned... Nope. Where the hell is it? Quest, where the hell is it? I don't see it somewhere. Because I have pictures from Eric. Is that it? There we go. There it is. You can confirm he was in JCG talking to people, especially Will Chloe. Carlo, you've been out of line before. Eric has the full report. You want me to post this to you?
Copy and paste it to me right now, and I will read it.
YW07. YW07. Okay, fine. I'll post this in a thing.
Post it live here. If you're going to post it to me privately, keep it on this so that they can see it.
Fine, it's right here. Eric has the full report. It's live. It's
send me the picture, because I honestly can't see the quality on the stream.
Fine, 1 second. Let me just copy, paste. So where the hell did it start? Alright. Give me a second. Okay. Preparing. Why the hell? Okay. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere with this. So it came from EG? Is that what it is? Okay.
Just so I can.
I got it. Give me a second.
When was this conversation?
I'll post it in the live stream right now. If everybody else wants to see it. Okay. There we go. There, you can see the picture now.
Okay. Let's see. Ben Cole, you can confirm he was in JCG talking to people, right? Especially Will and Chloe. Sam says, meow. Cotton says, you have been out of line before. Irish has the full report. Ben says, why would I want to speak to them? Then why are you here? Everett, Garnet, stop making this worse for yourself. So how does this really...
Well, Carlo is confirming Eric has something on me. And Eric hates my guts.
Oh, I know he does.
So this hate... Okay, the way this has been going so far, it's a chain reaction of other people. Eric was pissed off at me, so he warned Carlo. Carlo was cautious of me, and then he warned you. You were cautious of me, so he warned Ben, and then it escalated. Oh my god.
And you wonder why. The reason he did that is because you, and I use the term loosely here, you... And remember, I'm using this loosely. You attacked, in hyphen, for the record, you attacked a member of the team he's a part of.
Okay.
Now, whether, just for the record, remember, I said attacked as in hyphen. I can't find the right word, but to him, that's what it was. You know, you basically said something and it got me riled up. So in a way, he sees that as an attack. You understand that, right?
Oh, okay, so let me guess. It goes further back than that. Way before Eric. He thought I went after somebody else before then. Okay,
Well
it's just a chain reaction of people warning about me, and then the next person gets scared of that, and they feel that they have to warn the next person. How far does this go?
You tell me, Garnet. You're the one with the name that goes far back to everybody, from what I gathered. Because I think if Will and the others didn't have your name in this, I don't think it would have gone that far back.
Okay, who the... I need a second to think about this, because I would actually like to get to the bottom of this. My name has gone back a lot, and people just keep warning each other about me, and it's really lost its trace. So, Eric got pissed off at me because someone else warned... It's hard to...
Garnet, allow me to put this simple. There have been situations where, from what we gathered, and this is what Will has informed me, the amount of times that your name has crept up involving talking to certain people, he hasn't mentioned who, but he's just mentioned that there's been a few times that your name has crept up, that you have basically had some kind of attitude and such. And you've announced on your stream that you had this business plan for people to like you, for your streams, for your personality, or whatever.
I never had a business plan.
What? Then what was that you said earlier about speaking hello and being pushy to ask something? You said that was a plan.
Yeah, that was for subs. That wasn't.
Is it?
That wasn't for subs. That was for.
What's it for subs?
Hold on a second.
Servers.
That was for subs. That wasn't for money. I don't know about a business plan that you're talking about.
You said, and I quote this because I wrote this down, I learned from the world of business that to get somewhere, you have to push big, then ask for something small.
Hold on.
Quote.
No. I don't know if
that's
I said it was a marketing technique. The intent of
that's still business.
Okay, first of all, marketing is just the outward. Yes, I'm not on the
marketing is still business. I've got a brother who did business degree, and marketing is still a form of a business plan for whatever it is.
Hold on a second. Business is something of a transaction. I'm not making deals with people. Okay, can you run a business without making deals with anyone?
I never said that.
Okay, what's your idea of a business then? I'd like to know. Nobody here has a degree in business, so we're not in any thing to discuss. It was just for subs, it was just for fun, but I even told Kalo a while back that YouTube should not be in the state for running a business, because it separates everybody, because everybody's just run by the money, and I was like, no, that's not a good idea.
Garnet, if you don't mind my asking, you understand that because of how things are right now, the subs and the views make the money. There's no way about that. You understand that, right?
I personally believe there is a way to
Garnet,
get...
that's not the question I'm asking you. Please understand that. You can say your reason afterwards, but I'm just asking you understand this is what people see YouTube as right now, right?
What people... Hold on a second. What people see to me... I have no idea. I cannot assume to say yes. Because... like I said before, everybody has a different response. Unless they say it directly to me, then yes, I can say yes at that point.
Okay.
I can confirm what you...
Okay, and now you can say your reason.
I have so many questions. How far does this go? And
Garnet, that's not relating to what you're going to say.
Well, I think it might be, because everybody just... What is it with my name? When I show up, people just warn everybody. I don't know, maybe... Will warned Eric, and then somebody else, when Will was on Newgrounds, warned Will about me. How far does this go? I actually have... I can even find it. I have a link right here. And this was from Newgrounds. I'll post it in a live stream, just to show you that that we were friends back in the day, but there's another thing you should know. If I can just, Control F. Search my name at the bottom. Yeah, it's been a while. Uh-oh. David ZX is in your flash, and therefore is doomed to suck by Connor. And Connor was just 13 years old at the time. He didn't know what the hell he was talking about. Why is everybody scared of me? What the hell have I done to them?
They're not scared of you. They're annoyed at you.
Okay, first of all, it's got to start... Okay. It all happened on Newgrounds. And then it somehow crept into YouTube. And then it somehow got more. And then it somehow escalated because people, when they respond to something, they just respond, oh, I don't want to see. Okay, the hate is untraceable at this point. I'm out of ideas. Because it started on Newgrounds with something else, and it somehow seeped into YouTube. What I was looking at was a message in one of the comments section for that news post that I posted. One of Will's original message, he confirmed me that I was programming for something at him. And then somebody down bottom was like, no, not a good idea. From Connor. I don't know who Connor got in touch with me.
Well, nope. you understand, and I mean this nicely. You understand right now your username is Connor, and I know that's not... I'm not saying that as a bad coincidence, for the record. I'm just saying that it's saying along those lines, right? Not insinuating anything. I'm just saying that just for the sake of clarity. This isn't the reason... This isn't anything to relate to that, is it?
Sometimes people create a problem if they treat it as a problem. And it just keeps building up from there. So, it was just a coincidence that Will heard it, and somehow that it got all worse off there, and just got stuck in everybody else's subjective conscience, and then it keeps going. Well, I think it's about time it all stops. Not because of me. My response to anything, I try to treat it as delicately as possible. I'm not gonna look at everybody and says, you're a freaking dumbass! No. I don't hate anybody that tries to get after me.
The fact, okay, then if you don't mind my asking, why did you publicly broadcast the call when, yes, you said that you did it for a reference?
Well,
you understand that was supposed to be private, so you wonder why I got annoyed at you, right?
Well, let's just say anything hidden is not easily discussed.
So what you're saying is it should have been broadcasted to the open, me having this conversation with you.
No, I'm not saying anything should. I was about to, like, have a little fun with you, I'll admit. Because I was like, no, I'd like to come and go where I please and not have everyone get pissed off at me. It was originally supposed to be a fun little... Sorry, Brony, but I disagree. What it turned out to be, because you called me up, and then we're having this conversation right now, is a session on full disclosure. So, I feel that I've been misunderstood way too many times, even Will has admitted that, and it's gotten to this point. Because people have treated this as a problem, they see the problem as some sort of stigma. And that result has resulted in this hate, which you may disagree. However you see it, I can understand. Which has resulted to this. So, people responding negatively to things causes more negativity, and then I have to deal with that, and then I have to follow up and figure out where it came from, and then...
You're right. There is logic to that, and I will agree 100% with what you said. You are perfectly correct. There are times where if shit goes down, you either A, want to try to fix it, or B, figure out where it started and try to do something around that.
It's getting to the point where me trying to fix it somehow makes it worse.
Well, you understand that there has been a lot of things, and as I said earlier, there have been a lot of things. There are people who said you've been pestering them even when they said no. You said the remark against me, and of course, just listen. I'm just saying that maybe there's a lot of other things I don't know. Maybe I'm misremembering. Maybe there's some evidence lost in all this. I don't know. But I'm basing this on the facts that I have heard, and I'm still going to stand by that how you acted at me with your suggestion because of your wording and because you didn't see the bigger picture, you essentially looked to me like an asshole. So you understand that's why I'm being like this.
You're not an asshole. You know what people should do?
Listen to both sides.
That and...
Forgive and forget? Because it's kind of hard for that one.
Well, it's kind of hard for that when you're conflicted by everybody being told not to listen to this person. There was a situation in which you've been calling me these things. I even showed everybody a message of what you were saying. And I was like, yeah, he might do this, but don't hate on him. I think there's a Discord link. Brownie might do this to me, but you know what? Go easy on him. Let me see if I can find it. Here. It's everywhere. Frida's. Okay, okay, here we go. Now, problem solved. You go back for... I can only assume something to do with Brownie, since he pissed off at me again. Before anyone does anything, just not going after Brownie for anything. For those of you who want to say hi to him, nice, there you go. And then I sent everybody your way.
Excuse me? You understand, by your wording, you're saying that I did something wrong.
Oh, I showed pictures. Lots of pictures.
Your wording said otherwise.
Well, my methods are open for speculation. So it's up to everybody else. I'm not telling everybody else to block Brownie or shit on him because he shat on me. I'm just saying, take it with a grain of salt. Let's move on. And there's even one...
Because you hurt me! That's why!
Yeah, well, let's make sure it doesn't go back and forth. So, there was already someone nice...
Let's take this to discussion right now. To those who are watching this right now, you've heard what he said, you've heard what I said. Is this fair? I think it's fair that we let them decide. They're listening to this, they have their views on this, and they're allowed to hear them, right?
And they're gonna get pissed off and just agree with you. And this is how it happened before. One person over the other.
So you think they're gonna take sides because it's me over you? That's what you're saying here?
I'm just saying for everybody not to take it personal. Because if we do take it personal, then the whole cycle starts up again.
Okay, then forget my wording. Then let's
because you can't just... Fine, there.
Got it? Let me say this, please. Let me say this. You understand your wording when you said people should not take shit on me when you're the one who said the words that got me annoyed at you. You understand that by what you worded by go easy on him, you officially affiliated me as the bad guy.
You're not the bad guy.
So why did your wording make me look like that? By saying
anything I say,
go easy on him?
Anyone look bad because of this fear. Nobody can...
Garnetzx, I'm just asking a simple question. Why did your wording say go easy on me when you saying that it wasn't my fault, but your wording said go easy on me like I was the bad guy?
Well, I should have said don't... Let me reword it. Don't react as negatively as he is.
It's too late to reword it.
I'm not
that was years ago.
For crying out loud. Anything let me...
Garnetzx.
We're talking about 2 years ago?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. And guess what? You've had 2 years to reword that whole thing from the very start.
Well, I did try to get in touch with you back then, but Eric... When I tried to apologize to you through Kotlo and Eric, but he got pissed off at me.
Because your wording pissed me off big time. That's why I wanted my space.
Somebody takes it the wrong idea. It pisses them off. And you know what? Everything up until now, people just react negatively. And it's got to stop.
You're right.
And it's not through my actions, because anything I say or do is influenced by other people. And I'm not saying I'm not responsible for what I say. I'm saying that I can't just do it alone.
So what you're saying is you want me or someone else out there to basically say that everything was a mistake. Is that what you're asking for?
No, I'm suggesting that we shouldn't resort to ethical rhetoric all the time and then say that I'm undermining or detrimenting someone's character when I disagree with their topic. Just because I disagree does not mean I disrespect.
Even though the fact that you said that people were using you think I was using my celebrity status.
Well, that was my misunderstanding, so I guess I got caught up in it as well. My bad. I apologize for that, for my assumption. But there's no way I could tell because I wasn't allowed to ask you. There's no way we could talk to anyone. There's no way anyone can talk to anyone. Because of so much hate.
You're right, there's so much hate going around, and I'm not saying that's the thing. Let me put this into a context that makes it simple here, Garnet. I need to ask you an honest question. Just one honest question, and I want this honestly from you right now. No evidence, no lies, no long talks. A straight answer, okay? What are you wanting at the end of all of this if this is to be fixed? Are you wanting the chance to go to Will and say, I'm sorry for everything, and he's the one who publicly makes it all better? Are you trying to figure out something else? What exactly are you wanting to get out of everything about this? Is it attention? Is it clarity? Is it soul clean? What are you after?
Yeah, well, I don't want to be as famous as Will. I'll be honest.
That's not what I'm asking you. I'm not asking what you don't want. I'm asking what you want.
Say hi to Will. See how he's doing. What's going on? Is everything okay? That's
okay.
And yet it turned into a celebrity thing where you're not allowed to talk to someone because everybody around that person has closed it off.
Garnet?
What?
Stop right there. For the record, okay, first of all, I'm not shutting you up because of what you want. You are entitled to have that, and I'm not allowed to say otherwise today because that is discrimination.
Okay.
It'd be like you saying to me, I can't do this because of whatever reason.
Okay, hold on a second. How am I discriminating? I'd like to hear from you.
Okay, wrong word. I said I'm not discriminating. I'm not shooting down. I'm not. Okay,
fine.
I'm saying I'm not shooting what you want for the record. Okay?
Fine.
Calm that. What I am saying is there have been a lot of people, and you understand, maybe it's their way of walling, protecting, they don't want things to go out, but in the nice way to put this, and I'm going to be as blunt as possible, you have seen the tweet Will put up a couple of hours ago, right?
No.
Okay.
I know he posted a lot of things about me before. But is there any chance you could show me? Please and thank you.
I can indeed.
Probably say something. Because I haven't even had any contact with Will. Just a message from him.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I tried to contact him, but he never responded. Until like a year ago. There's no direct communication between me and Will, like we're having right now. I just feel that whatever he's going through, I can probably help it.
You can't help him. He doesn't need it. And for the record, well, let's put this here. This is what he has said. Hey, folks, picture this. Okay, you know what?
Can I please see the tweet?
Okay. I'll let you read this. There you go. What you see there is what you see.
Alright, 1 second. Trying to do anything to make sure they can try to get back in your circle by manipulating. Who says... Okay, hold on a second. Let me read the entire thing.
There is a little more after it, just for the record. There's a little bit more to more.
I'll read what Will has to say. I'm open to discussions. I'd like to see what's going on. If it can load any slower.
Okay, follow picture this. A man who caused trouble a long time ago trying to do anything he can make sure they try to get back in the inner circle by manipulating mentally challenged individuals into getting information into said person. Yep, that's actually happening. Hmm? And everybody
he was talking a little bit, just for the record, of the way that you're trying to get to speak to him about how he's doing.
Well,
he doesn't want you to know.
Is it okay if I could ask you how you're doing?
I never said that was the problem.
Is it okay if I can do it right now? Aside from today, how were you doing?
I'm actually quite tired and stressed, to be honest, besides this, but otherwise, I'm okay.
Same. I gotta get to work later on, but in any case, let's discuss this. So that wasn't too hard.
So wait, hold it up, but you really...
But I cannot use your experience to justify what Will might say. I can say that.
Yep, you are correct. But you understand by that, he is slightly talking about you with the way that you've constantly been asking people, like how certain people have been doing. It's not just one person. You've been asking a lot of people.
Well, a lot of people have nothing to do with Will. That was just me.
So, okay, yes, but that still doesn't mean you can't ask them for someone else's benefit. If somebody wants to tell you how they're doing, it should come from them, not from someone else.
Yeah, but...
So why ask someone else about everyone else? Yeah, but for the record, just because they block you, or delete you, or don't want anything to do with you, that's got nothing to do with it.
Hold on a second. There's something off about this.
Off about what?
Will is using something from a while back, and I don't think he actually, like, knows me now. He's only taking an example of what other people are saying. I could probably,
Garnet, I'm going to say shut up, because that's wrong.
Why is it wrong?
Because, you have to remember, you're saying he's basing this from a long time ago.
Well, he is, and there's another thing. He's assuming that I'm still the same person now, which he's also mistaken.
And if I can take this as a perspective, if I may, let me have a look at this.
So,
I'm just checking up on my...
He doesn't actually know what I am. I wonder why I would highlight that specific word. Who's been feeding Will information about this? Because I really think he's in the dark.
He's been told everything.
Well,
every single thing.
So this isn't his actual word, it's just somebody else. This is just somebody else who wrote it for him, and he's not actually saying it. So therefore...
Don't you dare say that again! You understand, that's his personal Twitter, his one, that's his view, it's no one else. So he has the right to put that as much as anyone else. This is just your right.
My personal opinion. I can't actually prove it. But what I can prove is that there's something off about it.
Okay, for the record, what is off about it exactly? What is the big thing?
Well...
Okay. Alright, and for the record here, I've apparently got the news from the little evidence that I've been informed of this talking to someone, that it was done on Wednesday. Will was streaming, and...
I think everybody on the live stream will know.
Alright, then let me go through this little piece of advice. Or this little one here. You've mentioned you have 100 servers. Yet targeting GA because it's a good server that you can't be in. Ouch. I targeted dozens of servers before this. Why though? I get lonely sometimes.
Yeah, I do get lonely, but that's not the case. The second, let me just get right to the point.
You're right. Go ahead. I'm distracted. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, let's assume this was written by Will. He says that he actually knows me, and he knows who I was, and he would know me personally. So, unless somebody didn't film out anything that I actually identify as transgender. So...
Transgender?!
Yep.
What the fuck, man? What does that have to do with it?
Well, Well, Will said by this tweet that he knows me, but he got the gender wrong. So, so you really want to keep saying this is from Will when it's from everybody else? Do you really want to keep insisting that this is Will's word and he knows me, therefore he has the right
to... So, hold on. Are you insinuating that Will is incomprehensible of making an opinion?
No, I'm suggesting...
Are you incomprehensible telling him he can't do anything without somebody feeding him something to do?
I think...
Is that what you're insinuating? Yes or no?
No. That I mean...
Then what is this, then?
This is a misunderstanding written up by somebody else who is putting their word in and using Will to talk to everybody about it.
Name who, then, if you're so fucking smart? Name who!
Don't know, but he got the gender...
Then your ballot is in void!
You already said that it came from a bunch of people. A man who caused trouble a long time ago trying to do anything that can make...
I said, for the record, I've received word from Will about a load of people who've been talking about your name. This is everything coming together with your name being at the center and then it being said.
Well, if it is from everybody, then everybody is...
If you say the word wrong...
Mistaken.
Then you have just insulted everybody.
Mistaken. Because they were hugely mistaken about my character.
Well, newsflash, buddy. If your character was mistaken, then why are we at this stage right now?
Because it's another misunderstanding, and there's no direct communication from me. Will it clear it all up?
Okay.
It's just from everybody else.
Okay, fine. Then how about this? Say what you want to say right now. I can tell you right now, Ben and the others are watching. They are watching, and they are typing in Discord. So they are actually hearing everything you're saying. Every wording of good and bad, insinuation, or valid fact. So, the stage is yours. Say exactly what you want to say to them. If you want to tell them they're wrong for insinuating this, you can say that. If you want to say they're right, say that.
I said they're mistaken. Fine.
Just say what you want to say. Go full force. I will not stop them. They will not stop you. Everyone who's listening to this, let him speak. He is allowed to.
Fine.
So go ahead. The stage is yours.
Okay. Once again, if everybody else is listening, I apologize for any inconvenience I may have mentioned, said, or caused through indirect means. I apologize for the misunderstandings in which I have tried to solve on my own accord. It's just that every once in a while the social isolation creeps up on me, and I wish to sort of address it by speaking to close friends, which I do consider because at one point we were, and these misunderstandings and ideals have really shifted everybody's perspective. I'm not sure whose idea it was to use Will. I don't know who it was. I can't get any names, but whoever is part of this hate cycle, I really suggest you stop because it does escalate and it's not a good idea to keep going, regardless of what source it comes from in the first place. But our methods of solving a problem should vary because we should not end up creating another problem. If you ever feel that you're disagreeing with anyone else, don't take it as disrespect because we should not shift from the logical to the ethical and then think that anyone's differing opinion is personally against us. But this situation is a result of everyone's differing opinions, political, social, nonetheless. It should how should I say this? It should not result into a socially stigmatized situation that is used to hinder people from progressing to how they wish to run their life. Because I've seen examples of this before, and I even lived with examples like this, and I don't wish for this hate cycle to afflict anyone else, and I apologize to Will for any inconvenience, but I'd like to say hi. How's it going? What's going on? How's everything? You don't have to talk if you don't want to. That's your choice. I can understand. I don't want to be a celebrity. I'd rather you be the celebrity. Like I said 4.5 years ago when I was talking to you on Skype, I would rather you be in front of everybody instead of just me, because I know that being a celebrity really sucks, and it's detriment because you're connected by a group of people who shield you from the rest of society, and that bothers me because it's just perpetuating this fear in a closed space which nobody can talk to you, and it causes mental problems to the point where I'm not going to say anything. You might have mentioned something about calming other people down. So it has gotten to the point where this hate has really escalated beyond that point. And I have nothing personal against Eric Cotwell or anybody else from JCG, because I don't think anybody should hate anyone else. The logical should not be closely tied to the ethical. There.
Very well. Now, I will say one thing. Your wording in that, you said Will should be the celebrity.
Yes, I did.
So, not to sound rude, you've just insinuated that this is what you sort of want.
Because I don't want to be a celebrity. As I've seen,
that's not what I'm insinuating.
I'd rather Will be the celebrity.
Well, newsflash. He actually doesn't want to be it much. He doesn't see himself as the celebrity. He doesn't want to enclose himself. And in case you're insinuating others to do it, then why is it that he still speaks with Cotwell? Why he still speaks with Cotwell, even though he got fired as well? And he still speaks with me, whom he fired. And I've even told you a couple of times before all this started, that things fucked over, and I damn well hated him. So why is it you think that this close net is blocking everything?
Because
why do you think there isn't one gap?
There is a gap. I thought it was just closed. A tight social group.
Garnetzx, why else do you think you were trying to make friends with me and Cotwell?
First of all,
Garnetzx, I'm putting this out here that was your itinerary.
Okay, let me answer that question. Cotwell, because we were friends back in the day, we played a bunch of games together. I do miss him. I miss playing Psych and Densetsu 3. I miss...
Cut the crap, just carry on with it.
Well, you asked me why would I still want to be friends with Colin. Because I miss Colin. I enjoyed hanging around with him, but he got pissed off because he would rather listen to everybody else. You know, because I can sort of relate, and I can understand, because I've been in situations where you suggested at one point that I should need help, like, there's always someone there, and I was like, well, I guess I was supposed to be the one to tell you that.
Because I already knew that fact, and it doesn't have to be just you I have to turn to.
Well,
I understand. Garnetzx, listen to this. I have a fiancé. I have a close group of friends who I do projects with. We've done the live stream together. You've even come into the streams to watch, and I've seen you come into the streams to watch, and you've seen me play with all the other people. So you know I got the group of friends. You are not the only person on the planet.
Well,
there are people who can go to other people for help. No offense, dude. Some people can help in certain situations more than others. Let's put it this way. If someone came up to me and said, I need a voice to yell at, I'll be the wall. But if someone comes up to me and says, could I have 50 quid? I will turn around and go, fuck it, no way. I can only do so much. The same for everyone else. Cotwell may be the more, shall we say, he may be the more sociable, more knowledgeable, and more thought member of all of us. But he has his faults too, just as I have mine, and everyone else. Doesn't matter how big, how small, every single person has a good and a bad thing about them. And before you insinuate everyone looking at you for the bad thing, know that you've got one good thing to you, and I'll say this as the nice thing about this. You actually are proving determination by still going ahead with all this going on and stuff like that. Now, for the record, I still think you're publicly putting yourself out there is you being an attention-seeking little asshole. That's my view. But it shows you're determined you want this fixed through. That's why I gave you the option. That's why I gave you the option, the opportunity to put out your words out there. And you put them out there. I'm not insinuating anything on them, whether those were good, bad, horrible, disgusting, or nice and gentle. And you have to understand, I did let you go through with that, didn't I?
Well,
But what I'm gonna listen, I'm gonna put this as simple as I possibly can do. Whether Will is doing this because everyone else is saying otherwise, or because Will is actually saying what he does mean, and he definitely hates you all, he has his view on everything. Just as you have your view, I have mine, and everyone else in this entire fucking planet. Every single one of us. We can think somebody is the saint of all, and we can think someone is the Satan of. It doesn't matter what we think. At the end of the day, that's our view. And whether we proclaim it, shut it in, whatever.
Well,
but
what?
No. Let me finish. You're doing your way of viewing it as broadcasting yourself out there, publicly adding people to say hi to, because you are trying to get people to sort of go there to try to either A, find some friends to actually talk to, or B, because you want people to find a way to get back to Will or everyone else, stuff like that. I don't know.
Well, I think I do know, because my methods, in just a shallow perspective, it was for the success of my channel as well.
So you essentially are confirming that you did this to boost yourself?
No. I'm using this to clear up another misunderstanding, but showing a cause and effect relations of how everybody assumes the worst right off the bat. And it's a bit of an awareness that everybody should be aware of.
Garnet, if I may, you understand it by your logic. Doing this is exactly the same as what we did to you. That's what you're insinuating.
Hold on a second. What exactly did you do to me to suggest that it's the same thing?
Well, let's put it this way. You're saying that everybody got their views together, came to one point.
I didn't ask everybody to come in.
No. I'm not saying this is down to your permission. You shut up for a minute. Let me get this through, okay? Let me get this through, and then you can say your wording. That's how this works. Okay?
Fine.
Okay?
I need to use the washroom for 1 second. Could you wait 1 minute?
Go ahead.
Alright. There.
Okay, welcome.
You were saying?
Right. Okay. So, what I'm basically saying is, you're saying that you didn't ask everyone to come together. You're right.
Wait, who?
Okay, let me go back a bit. you're saying that I mentioned that everybody coming together to pass the stuff to Will, that you're saying you never asked everybody to come together in the first place.
No.
In order to come against this, right?
That was just something I did. I just spoke to the server that I'm in right now. I was like, I'm gonna do something. And I don't know who...
Garnetzx!
What?
This is the primary focus, not your stupid other channels, so pay attention.
Fine.
You want this sorting out? Let this sort out now.
Fine.
You want this to end, don't you?
So it doesn't keep happening again. Yes.
So then, no offense, eyes up here, not to the sides. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'll say this right now. If you distract yourself one more time, then this is the last time that any of us will ever speak to you. And I swear on that. And then you will have no chance on being welcomed back into JCG, DA games, and if all those other servers out there are willing to accept you, then fine. But know that if any of them are affiliated with these, none of them are going to want you back. So if you want to restrain that, if you want to have that opportunity for this to be fixed, focused. Deal?
Fine, deal.
Thank you. Now, the simple way to put this, everybody with their views, they all came together. When you said, you're obviously saying that you never asked everybody to come together. No, they didn't. They chose to speak by their own accord. They are allowed to. It's an opinion. But what Emily's getting at is, by your logic of everything, is that with everyone's view, that the way that you're publicizing all of this, it's like you're asking everybody who you've insinuated to come together to see this. You're basically saying that everybody coming together to talk bad about you is a no-no. Which, yes, I'll agree. It shouldn't come to that, no matter what the situation, whether it's a intervention or whether it's a smackdown. We can agree on that, correct?
No, because my biggest concern was the ethical rhetoric, the focus on ethical rhetoric, in that everyone shouldn't be one-sided when they listen to one person over the other. Like I said before, I leave everything for speculation. I'm not going to get politically or socially involved and get people to take sides over one or the other.
Okay, yeah, that's true. I'll admit, you're right. But one perspective I need to put at is you understand by the way that everyone is acting the way they are, this isn't everybody coming together because, oh, Will put up something that everybody hates Garnetzx, so everyone else has to. Not everyone's like that. Some people have a personal vendetta against you, whether it's because of something you've done or something you've done to somebody they know and they care about.
Okay. Aside from you literally telling me to go kill myself, you're right, I can't ask for names. Never mind.
You're right. This is publicly between me and you. No one else is to be discriminated, no one else is to be insinuated, and no one else is to be put on the spot. We put Will in this perspective because it's the fact that this is a public thing he's put out here, and pretty much most people know it's you. So you understand that's the only exception. So I'm not going to insinuate if anyone else thinks that you should kill yourself or anything else along those lines. And all I've said is I mentioned people are watching. I never said who's watching exactly, because there are a lot of people watching. Mm-hmm. Okay?
Yes.
Now, as I said, there's a lot of people that you've done a lot of shit to. Whether it's stuff I know, stuff I don't know, that's not my place to say. Because let's face it, I'm only speaking on my personal situation that you've done. And that was what you said to me in that situation. The fact that you said you were going to fix this, but the biggest kick is the fact that you said you had no trust in me when all this was going on, and your response to no trust is to use me as an evidence, not a friend, to show the world that everything's okay. That is why this stands doing here. You used our personal situation as a reason to make yourself look better. That's not how a friend shows they're better. They don't publicly show, oh, look, I did a call here. I'm fancy. La-di-da-di-da. That doesn't work. If that worked, I would have been fixed 5 years ago with my shit. Because I was in a situation similar to this. I didn't want to fucking disclose it, but I got no choice. 5, 6 years ago, around about that time, I fucked up with 2 friends who got together. They were a relationship. I tried to break them apart because I thought only of my perspective. I didn't see their big picture. After that, people hated me. I tried everything to show them that I had gotten better. Videos, tweets. I pretended to even fake going to bloody psychiatry. I did things that were indiscriminately horrible. And that messed me up. So much so that I'll admit there was one time I even tried killing myself. I don't care I said that. It was horrible. I actually had people who actually then turned to me and told me, no, stop it. Things are going to get better, but you need to get out of this mindset. The mindset that thinking everybody hates you. Why else do you think I told you on that call that some people care about you? You think I just said that just to fucking end this stupid thing? You think I just did that because of that? I'll say it right now. I said it because you were turning into a mini version of me. And I didn't want to see you do something stupid to yourself, but it ends up turning out that I'm the bad guy and everyone comes at me because I'm the one who yelled. So you want to know why I'm putting my foot down on all of this, dude? That's why. Because you have tried to push to people that you have gotten better. You've tried to push to people that you are getting stronger. Begging for attention to 100 servers for people to look at your stream because you've got either nothing to do or nothing better to do. That doesn't show better. That shows you've gotten pathetic. You have gotten worse with who you are. The fact that you still don't see the bigger picture. You still think that it's all about trying to make up with Will. It's not. You've got a lot of people to make up with. There are a lot of people who have been hurt. There have been a lot of people who have taken shit from you in so many ways, whether it's by writing, by voice, by pestering, by folklore, by whatever bullshit it is. And you wonder why everyone here is telling you they've had enough of you. Because you are not getting better. You are being the worst by begging. You are the worst by asking people. You are publicly adding them on a stream because you want people to look at you. If that is what it takes for you to get better, then I hope you learned your lesson that this doesn't abide to anything, but makes you look like a needy person who needs his diaper changing because he wants someone to look after him. Newsflash, Garnet, the world works in many different ways. Good, bad, horrible, and beautiful. Whether your turn is that you're the shit end now means it's going to be beautiful for later, I can't choose that. It's not my place. And you wonder why people don't want much to do with you. You wonder why. This is the reason why. Because you say you don't trust them. You're not giving us a reason to trust you because you're publicly putting it out there that you have a business tactic to be noticed, a business tactic for people to talk to. You use me as evidence, and you have the right to think that everything is okay? That doesn't do anything. If this fixes things, then everybody out there would be going bullshitting all over the place and we wouldn't have anyone to look at. I'll put this simple, Garnet. Will Senpai isn't noticing you. Will Senpai and everyone else isn't going to pay attention to you while you're like this. And the more you keep saying, I'm going to put a plan in action, don't fucking talk about a plan because so far your plan is to publicly put it out there. Oh, I get lonely sometimes. Guess what? No one's going to be there forever. You just have to try to make amends with what you've got. Because if you can't, you'll just be left with nothing. You'll be left with zip. You'll be left with nothing but your own messed up thoughts. You will be left as an indiscriminating little piece of shit. So as of right now, I'm putting it out there. Don't do this again. Don't publicly stream for people to pay attention to you. Don't publicly put it out there that you're lonely, you're desperate, because that makes you look dumb. Don't insinuate that Ben and the others are covering for Will's ass. They're not doing this because they fucking hate you. They're doing this because they're protecting somebody they damn well care about. At the end of the day, it's the same way as if you did something at Cotlol for Brian, or whether you did something at my fiancé. This is where I draw the line, and I've had enough of you thinking that you are a god. You are not. You are not perfect. You are not a fashion icon. You are not some mini celebrity that you think just because the world hates you that somebody has to look at you. Because guess what? The more you keep acting like this, the more the world will look at you, but not for the right reasons. You are, right now, the biggest failure in the world because you are damn well thinking this is all about your bloody attention span. You proved your attention span isn't that great because you're looking at other servers while you're trying to listen to me. So guess what, dude? This is the last time I generally ever want to know you exist. And whether the others agree with this or not, I'll let them say it to you. A simple put. If Ben and the others want to say hi to you, they'll say hi to you. Don't pester them straight away, because guess what? People need to see you changed. And this is not a good way to start. The better way to start to change is by doing something different than publicly putting on a stream and begging for attention. Now, I don't care if you're going to cry. I don't care if you're angry. I don't care if you ignore me. This is officially the last line drawn. Do not say hi to anyone in the form of a friend request. If somebody wants to be a friend with you, let them be the one to make the move. And if they don't want to, then tough shit. Because that's how this is. Everyone is not going to like every single person on the planet. And it's time you sucked in your guts, removed those glasses, and looked at the bigger picture. It's not all about making amends with Will. There are other people you have hurt, discriminated, insulted, and damn well done many different things, whether by accident or on purpose. So as of right now, get the fuck some help, because it's not all about Will. It's not. If Will wants to notice you and say everything's okay, he'll do that. But I'm putting it blunt. You are the last person on this planet that he is ever going to listen to.
Are you done?
I make that clear?
Yeah, for quite a while, there are at least a dozen.
It's for good, you stupid shit!
No, you don't. Because there's so many questions I have. And why you would assume each and every point with the idea of me trying to be a god. I'm not a god. I'm not some god figure that people look. I'm not a celebrity.
Oh, really? I don't do this for attention because I get lonely.
Well, and I was about to say...
I get lonely. That's what you just said.
Well, everybody gets lonely. You could get lonely in a crowd.
To the point of going to 100 servers and publicly announcing that you're lonely, that you want people to look at you?
First of all, if people want to look at me...
Is that correct? Yes or no?
No, because I said so before. You can't assume everyone's intentions if they want to. What I do is right up in the air. How they take it, it's up to them to debate whether they want to show it.
You're right. I can't speak for them. I'll admit that. But I'm speaking on behalf of the people for JCG and the people who have taken me in for the DA community. Not one of them wants to know you exist. Whether that is completely true, I'll let them decide. That's their choice. But as of right now, anyone who is in the JCG server, anyone who is in the DA community server that you're a part of, if you're a part of it, with any fake name or whatever, or if any affiliation with any friend or fan or whatever, and I see you doing this ever again, I will drag Will into this call to publicly disown you. And then we'll see how you stand when the one you're caring about is going to make you suffer. Because guess what? You're really pushing a button. And if you're going to continue to be this one who gets lonely and tries to do stuff like this again, see what happens.
Go right ahead. It's your choice. I can't make
Do you
do it.
even have any care at all what I'm fucking saying?
Yes, you mentioned before that you've had problems in the past, and I was also about to mention that, I guess...
That's not what I'm on about. I'm on about, do you actually give a fuck that I'm telling you that this is what could happen?
To talk to Will? By all means. If you're okay with it, I'm okay with
To
it.
talk about everything, you stupid idiot! I'm on about all of this! The fact that you could beat a piece of... No, I'm not going that far now. I'm wasting my breath. You know what? Do what the fuck you want. But know this. You're publicly putting it out there that you just care about Will and you're doing everything to try to say hi to him. Newsflash. He's not. And if he comes back, that's his choice. Not anyone else's, as you said. So if you're going to insinuate that his friends are protecting him, know this. He's entitled to his view, just as I'm entitled to mine. Now stop the stream. Get the fuck away from everything about this. Because I'm pretty sure the people who are listening to this are done with you right now. So I suggest you go get some air. Find a different way to do this. And stop it!
Well, I listened to everything he had to say. I've understood that... Okay, he does have a bit of concern. He wants to let it be known that, yeah, everybody hates my guts. I understand, even though some people may have their doubts. I'm glad to at least talk with Brownie, even though he wishes to use a lot of derogatory language, but that's his choice. I have stood and looked at him for a while. That's him. But in any case, how long have we been streaming? Like 2 hours? 3 hours? If he wishes to... If Will wishes to speak with me, that's his choice to publicly disown me, even without any credit. That's up to him. I think it would be better because it would let up all the pressure that's been building in his psyche. Oh well. Brownie has had his point. He made his view. I've already looked at Will's Twitter. I've already looked over everything, which is from everybody else, but not him. So, it's his choice if he wishes to. I'm not going to force him to do it. He can decide whether or not he wants to. Nobody is compelled to do it just because I mention it. Just a random person saying hi to everyone. Glad we were able to discuss this. Or not. Thank you very much, Brownie. No disrespect. I think the whole intent... Ooh, great. What happened here? Was to elicit an emotional response. So, how long have I been streaming? 2 hours and 20 minutes. Oh man, that's a lot. Sorry, Brownie, but I still have an alt in there. If I wish to talk to everybody, I'll still use it. There's more to life than just, don't you dare. Really? And you go to the views. That's up to everybody else. Credit, useless crap. We're asking you not at hate, not at anything else. Just stop and leave the servers alone. That's what we're asking of you. Fine, I'll go after Ben's server. And I'll speak to them. I'll have fun with everybody else. Besides, I already spoke to every single person from the JCG. So there's no need for me to go back to the JCG anymore. In the meantime, I'm going to leave you alone. JCG is done. I've already spoken to everyone, like I said before. When I finish an entire server, I leave them alone. When I get every single person out of a server, I let it go. And I move on. So, I'll take Brownie's request in conjunction with my rules to move on from JCG and probably go back to everywhere else. In the 100 servers, including the DA. That's gonna be... You're beyond help. You're pathetic. Okay, first of all, me disagreeing with another person is not beyond help. Or pathetic. It's just another social situations that's going on. Brownie is trying to paint me as this bad person. Or no, he's not. I am. Some people could say, you're painting yourself. And even Kahlo has admitted that. Could I be a bad person for not eliciting emotional responses in regards to a social situation? No. Personality construct characterized with subclinical inability to identify and describes emotion in itself. I think the reason why Brownie went on to something like that is because he wanted to see if I would elicit some emotional response. He did say if you wish to cry or something. I did hear that. Do I have emotions? I'm almost at the point of letting my own mods in the server know about you so they know bang you if you join. Hey, Kim. That's your choice, if you wish to do that. What I do is not hindered by social control. Besides, based on what Brownie said, it's not even a question. My view on what he said. You deflected every point, ignored everything being said. Last 2 hours might as well not happen as far as changing your mind. That's the definition of beyond help. I have listened to him. I have listened to everything he said. Didn't say a word. Didn't say a boo. I made a deal with him to keep my focus on him. I followed up with his request, and he's still pissed off. I did not get distracted or look to another server. And yes, my eyes might be moving around, but that's just normal. I move my eyes around all the time. I look at something. Unless you want me to get an eye tracker going, then maybe you'll see where I look at my eyes. But I kept to Brownie's request and did not move, and I listened to every single thing. But he decided to pull right out. That's his decision. Not mine. Floating point. I did not take what I did not like and put it on somebody else. No. But in the meantime, I will end the live stream and start a new one up. Hi! There's no law that says you can't talk to another person. Unless everybody want to deal with your problems with a professional. After doing it, you might have a chance, but at this point, there's none. Okay, first of all, what problems? What problems are there? Everybody doesn't like what I do. The lack of emotions. The fact that I can't socially connect with people because of the lack of emotions. Is it the fact that it seems like I have disregarded other people, even though I've listened to every single talking point? Even though I could write down the talking points, but Brownie has asked me not to write that down. Or, no, not to write down, just to focus on him. To me, it was like I can't write anything down.